Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be reviewing the game Marauders. I've been playing a lot of it, and posting a little bit of it, and I've had a lot of fun with it, so thought I'd do some sort of review on it. So we're going to hop right into it. Marauders is a tactical first person multiplayer shooter set in an alternative 1990s where the Great War never ended. Earth has been industrialized to a breaking point, and many have fled to the stars. So the idea of the game is basically a mix of Tarkov, where it's enter with your loot, you leave with what you get, or you just lose it, and you have like a set inventory. There's a market, and there's three main factions. So the factions are still at war, and you're basically a contractor or a merc, just doing contracts for these three factions that have been at wars for I don't know until the future. It seems like. To promote in the game, you need to do contracts for all these three factions, and it'll give you cheaper prices and new options in the shop. And you just level as a character. You get more options for combat, and there's a lot to do. There's not much content for the game yet because it still is in early access. It came out in October 3rd, so there's a roadmap to show what they're going to come out with. Now let's get into the gameplay. So the gameplay is set in space with ships that spawn on the outer rim of a monument. There's 5 separate monuments, and when you're on a ship, you can either drop ship into other people's ships, blow each other up, or just rush to the monument and try and get loot and get out. Once you enter into a monument, your goal is to acquire some loot and get out while completing contracts. The gunplay uses World War I era weapons like the MP40 or the Thompson or a trench gun. Now I'll get into the pros and cons of the game and figure out if it's worth a buy. So the three things I like about it is the gunplay is really fun. It's really smooth. I like that you can lean. It feels a little bit like Rainbow Six Siege. It does kind of have that Tarkov like gritty feel to it, and the aesthetic of the game is really visually pleasing. I really like the ship fights. Those are very unique. I think the closest thing I've seen someone relate it to is Sea of Thieves, and it's pretty much very different than that with the how drop ships work, and there's AI ships too, so that's really interesting. And it's an easier learning curve. A lot of people will be able to get into it, I think, way faster, and that'll definitely up the player base, and it's a little bit less of a simulator like how Tarkov would be. Now for the cons, a big thing that I have run into is there's a lot of really grubby lobbies. People don't really run the monuments fully. They'll just kind of sneak around, grab loot, and leave. They avoid PvP. I don't know why that is. I think because the loot storage is so small and you can't put bags in bags, there's less gear fear in the game. Maybe it's because it's early access and people still learning it. I couldn't tell you 100%, but that's something that was frustrating to me. The game is unpolished. Like, for example, the reload animations, some of them just don't even have them. They just have the guns facing down. That is what it is. It's a really small developing team, I think out of the UK, so you have to expect that. And there's bugs still, so there's like a duplication glitch going on right now. You can literally Google it, or I'm sorry, YouTube it, and you can see it. So again, small dev team, early access. It's gonna happen. Would I recommend this game? Absolutely. The reviews are great. It's really, really fun. I've already put probably 50 hours into the game as of this review, and I'll probably keep playing it. And hopefully more content comes out and I'll get more footage of it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff, or don't. You're an adult probably, so make your own decisions. Yeah, go buy Marauders. It's fun. I'll see you in there. Peace.